सबको प्रणाम करता हूँ, आपके हृदय में विराजमान प्रभु को भी प्रणाम करता हूँ। इन स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी की तो बात होती रहती है, संत संदेश की भी बात होती रहती है। आज संतों के साथ देयर इज वन ऑफ द सेंट हु इज वर्किंग फॉर द कम्युनिटी, फॉर ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द issues. I know him from the day one when we opened International Siddhashram Shakti Center in Harrow, Wilstone. And he's very kind, supported from the day one. Not only Hindu, for interfaith, all the entire community. He's always there when we call. If there is any kind of issue, say example, police, home office, fire brigade, whatever, and he's very kind, always there for the community. Mr. Thomas, he is well known to the community. Mr. Gareth Thomas, thank you for coming in our.
Thank you.
Our center is open in nearly about 24 years, and I know him from about 24 years. And I remember there's Councillor Dhirubhai Lavingia, and he is the one who brought you in the ashram, and from then to now, all the journey, you are very kind and supportive to our community. So thank you so much. Mr. Thomas, where your journey started?
Oh, where did my journey start? I mean, when I was a teenager, studying in Harrow, I got interested in homelessness as a result of some work experience, one Christmas, volunteering for Crisis at Christmas, a big homeless charity, and that got me interested in politics and how you can help people in your area. And from that, I joined the Labour Party and became a local councillor in this area here in Wealdstone, and then ultimately stood for election and have been lucky enough to be the Member of Parliament for Harrow. And I really like the people of Harrow West. I love its diversity. I love feeling that I'm in India some of the time and in other countries, other parts of the time. It's a great community, and I try to do what I can to help and to make a difference.
So I believe you was a councillor as well.
So I was a councillor first, and then got chosen by the local party to be its candidate for the elections, and I'm lucky enough to have had both the party's confidence and the people of Harrow's confidence up till now to be their representative in Parliament.
So how many years and how many time you came be as MP?
So it's been a good few times and a good few years, but you always worry that you're not doing enough, and that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've got to do more to try and help and to make a difference. And the challenges that people face in Harrow, the cost of living crisis, the problems in the NHS, fear of crime, those are all big issues still that we need to tackle and try and make progress on. And if I'm lucky enough to be re-elected, those will be my priorities locally.
I remember when the Labour Party was there and you was one of the ministry as well. And can you please explain?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be the Minister for International Development, and I had responsibility some time ago for our aid programme to India. And was lucky enough to travel to many of the states in India. But those who come from other states will have to forgive me. Gujarat remains the favourite state of India for this Member of Parliament. But we did a lot of work tackling poverty overseas because we were still one of the richest nations in the world. And whilst charity does have to begin here at home, we do have a responsibility to try and help, and we worked with India's leaders at the time and state leaders to try and help them find solutions themselves to the issues there. So big health programs, education programs, vaccination programs. Yeah, it's been a privilege. It was a privilege to do a job of work then and to get to know India a little better.
About Gujarat, I remember a few years back, you was helping for the Gujarati Hindus in Britain who born it here, and the many associations, many organizations you get together. Can you please explain about that?
Yeah, so we what I recognised was that British-Gujarati community was not properly represented in Parliament. Obviously it's a very diverse community with almost 1 million Gujaratis here in the UK. Some obviously from East Africa originally, others born here, others directly who've come over, but they didn't have a voice in Parliament. So we set up an all-party parliamentary group for British Gujaratis, and we've been focusing on issues like the teaching of Gujarati, Urdu and Hindi, flights, trying to get better access to flights to Gujarat, and beginning to look at some of the issues around visas for religious workers in the community who can't get over properly, the difficulties that's caused for temples in particular, but other places of worship too, and then looking at health issues. Because there are slightly different health issues that affect people from South Asia here in the UK. So trying to make sure that the NHS is switched on to those issues. That's been part of the work too.
जैसे मिस्टर थॉमस ने अभी बताया कि जो उन्होंने गुजरातियों के लिए एक एसोसिएशन एब्लिश किया, जिसमें जो ब्रिटेन में रहने वाले गुजराती हिंदूज़ हैं उनके लिए क्या सपोर्ट करें, उन्होंने काम किया। जब वो मिनिस्टर थे तब मिनिस्टर में भारत में जाकर के लोगों को चैरिटी में क्या सपोर्ट करना, वो भी उन्होंने किया। उनकी जर्नी जो है काउंसिल से लेकर मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट की जो जर्नी है, लाइफ जर्नी, उसमें कई कार्य समाज के लिए मिस्टर थॉमस ने किया है, और उसका मैं 25 साल से तो मैं खुद साक्षी हूँ, क्योंकि यहाँ एज ए रिलीजियस लीडर आई एम नॉट पॉलिटिकल पर्सन, बट आई एम ट्राइंग टू support the person who really need it. I'm trying to support the awareness in the community कि what the person did for our community, and this is so important to know कि हमें खुद को जानना है कि क्या कर सकता है। Mr. Thomas, there is one of the thing I remember, you're not in popular in Harrow, also you're popular in Crawley as well. I went about 2 weeks ago with the home office officers to try to open one of the surgery for the departure service. And the Mr. Soni was there, and he said, yes, I met the Mr. Thomas and regarding about the religious work visa. So you are popular there as well, and the people love it. Okay, yes, they hand over all the paperworks about the temples. And it's not only one temple, there's so many temples which is they are suffering for the religious work visa for the priest, and that is important because without the priest, they cannot give the service to the community. What do you think about that?
Certainly, for religious workers, for priests and others who are vital in the community, why can't quick decisions or much quicker decisions be made than there have been? I've heard of, as you say, of temples in particular that have had to significantly restrict their opening hours, curtail opportunities for worship, because they haven't been able to get the Home Office to look at their applications for visas for a religious worker, a priest to come over. So that's one of the things I hope that will change after this election, and certainly if I have anything to do with it, we'll certainly keep the pressure up to try and help.
You always give the right pressure when they need it, and I am the one of the witness, which is you always so kind. ये बात है temples की कि जो इंग्लैंड के अंदर not only Harrow, not in Wembley, not entire England, the place of worship, temples for the Hindus, or gurudwaras, or any which is the people need tier 5 religious work visa, and they had some kind of issues, and Mr. Gareth Thomas so kind to take that all that notes from different community leaders, different temples, chairmen, and he try his best to give the right information to the Home Office, so make sure the priest or any kind of religious worker who can come to this country and give the service to the community, and this is so kind of him to support that. Mr. Thomas, I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And the 4th of July is a big day for the England, and there's one important thing. Everyone, all the Hindus or whoever listening to me on the channel, make sure you come out and go for the vote. Many people, they are lazy, they're watching TV, they don't do anything, and they try to blame someone, oh, this party not doing, this party not doing, but can you ask yourself, have you came out to give your vote? Make sure when we go to the temple or when we go to the any kind of place of worship is part of our duty for the religious purpose. Giving the vote is also part of our duty for the nations, and that is also one of the work everyone should do. Mr. Thomas, election is just near on the 4th of July, and I believe you have a lot of agenda when you come back on your position again and try to help the community. And I remember you always, when I call you in parliament, you are the community, you are the different meetings, engaging the people. What is the main part you want to do for the Harrow?
Well, I think the main thing is to try and be accessible and open to people, so that when they have problems and issues, that they know that they can come to me and get some help, or at least have someone in their corner willing to fight for them. And whether that's on tackling crime and helping people to feel safer, or trying to improve the National Health Service and improve our hospitals, or whether it's trying to get more investment into our schools. Those are some of the priorities that I'll have. But crucially, I want people to feel that they've got someone in their corner fighting for them, working for them, trying to make a difference for the people of Harrow, the people of Wheelstone.
Thank you. धन्यवाद. आभार, which is your time. मैं यहाँ इतना ही कहूँगा, जिसको भी आपको वोट देना है दो, जिनको भी जो करना है वो करो, मगर the make sure come out from the house and do your duty on the 4th of July. That is so important. It's part of our duty as for the nations. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप सबका आभार. और हमारे साथ हमारे लोग साथ में रहेंगे तो हमारा नेशन स्ट्रांग रहेगा. जय गुरुदेव, जय श्री कृष्ण.